Coming up on today's show, it's our annual holiday special time, and that means a home and garden show truly sublime. It's all filled with presents like beautiful places and holiday decor, places to go eat, recipes for home cooking, and so much more. Oh, and gift ideas and giveaways too. We put this all together just for you. It's a show with extra punch and a whole lot of wow. Designing Texas starts right now. Hello again, everybody. I'm Jocelyn White, and welcome to this edition of Designing Texas. It is our holiday extravaganza, and we're happy to have you with us. Now, I'm standing in the foyer of the lovely Frisco home of Tommy and Kathy Veith and their daughter Chanel. I've known Kathy for years from various charity ventures. However, I have watched on Facebook with growing amazement her holiday collection. And finally this year, I couldn't take it anymore. I invited myself to come to her home to see what the holiday hoopla is all about. So how did Christmas become such a big part of your life, or has it always been?
Well, you know, Jocelyn, it really has been. Ever since I was a little girl growing up, I loved just to stare at the Christmas tree, and I loved watching, you know, the twinkling lights and just the Christmas decorations. They just make everyone feel so happy and just so warm. The season comes around once a year and it lasts 30 days, but for us, it lasts 3 months practically, because I start before Halloween. It's just such a great feeling to walk in, and it kind of feels like I'm in Santa's workshop, and it takes a lot to get, you know, the house decorated how you like it, and it's a huge job. So I want to enjoy it for at least a few months. I don't want to wait until Thanksgiving and then you have 30 days and you've got to take it down. And with my daughter, I want to do Christmas for her because that time period is so short that we have with our children. She's 11 now, so she really loves it. When she's 15 and 16, not so much. So I have a few more years that I really want to just go over the top. We really enjoy it. I'm not sure if I enjoy it more than they do, but we love it and it makes me happy.
Quick question, when do you take it all down?
It's always sad when we take it down, and I pack my little elves in the box, and then I hug Santa and I'll say, Santa, I'll see you next year. And you know, it takes a while to get everything down. So about January 5th, we'll take everything down.
Now, throughout the show today, I'm going to be giving gifts away, some of Jossie's favorite things. It's an annual tradition here on Designing Texas. Grab a pen and paper so you can write down one of the 3 gifts that you might like. Gift number 1 is the Good Jane's Kiss My Lash Makeup Mirror. It triangulates your lashes. You can see top and bottom. Use it for putting on makeup, even contact lenses. Now, if interested in any of the gifts today, text me with your name, your phone number, your email address, and what else? I guess that's it. Here's what's cooking. Holiday time means food time. At least it always means food to me. And I thought maybe to do something a little bit new, a little bit different, or maybe a different take on an old recipe, I'd bring in my friend, Chef Kent Rathbun, to kind of shed some light on the subject, if you will.
Well, I can tell you an old recipe is the key word here, because this is a dish that I've been eating since I was a child.
I love it.
My dad used to do a smoked or a roasted prime rib every Christmas. And, you know, he was really into the whole standing rib roast with the bones and all that. And I love all that, but let me tell you, if you're gonna do this at home, this is a lip-on ribeye with no bone. It is a fantastically shaped piece of meat because we bought it netted. And all we did, we seasoned it up really well on all sides.
I can see it.
This is a steak and chop salt that is my new line of products, and basically it's a dried garlic and kosher salt and cracked black pepper mix, which I think is about all you need. And we seasoned it very well all around, okay?
Yes.
And then we're gonna smoke this today. So we're gonna take it out, we're gonna put it on my smoker, and we're gonna use a little hickory as a base. And then we're gonna use some pecan wood to kind of give it a little pecan flavor. We're going to run this about 250 degrees, and we're going to run that for about 3 hours or until the internal temperature is about 125 degrees.
Okay.
And then we're going to take it off, we're going to let it rest for a little bit, and then we're going to have a great dinner.
Okay, well let's
You
go
ready
to
head
the
out?
grill.
Let's go to the grill.
We'll be back with Kent in the outdoor kitchen in just a minute. Right now, though, we move to the town of McKinney, where Linda Spina and Gary Riggs have been working to revitalize, refresh, renew her home. And she loves it. Here is our Designing Texan.
Thank you, Jocelyn. Today's going to be one of the most fun shows that we've had in quite a while. You're going to be able to see from the beginning of what we were planning and the things that we were going to do. We showed you fabrics, we showed you objects and things, but now you get to see it all put together.
My husband and I and all of our friends love our new home. We consider a new home because it's been completely redesigned and redecorated.
So when I met Frank and Linda, it was as a result of Jocelyn. She's the one that introduced us. And so when we came here to the house for the very first time, Linda had a very specific kind of order of things that she wanted to do as far as coloration and some of the things like that.
We've been in the house for 22 years and it really was time for an update. We had some colors that we loved. We loved the yellow coloration, but we'd had yellow walls for quite a while and we wanted to bring in some gray.
So this fabric was one of the first that we had, that we found, that kind of gave the whole color palette story. So we had that, we started pulling other fabrics and things, the sofa came along, then it was just like building, and we really came up with a great thing. One of the things that we really liked was these bird prints here, and these were actually pages ripped from a book that Linda's mom had had from years ago. And so we took them because the coloration was so great into all of this, and we had them framed so that they'd be perfect to go here over the living room.
One of the pieces that was really important to us to preserve is a cabinet that was from my parents, and Gary was able to repurpose it into a wine bar.
The other thing that we did was that we used the dining table that was here already. They had told me that they don't really use the dining room that much, and so what we decided to do was make it into something that they would use all the time. So in the room, it kind of became like a library table. So the room is just a lot of fun to be in because you've got comfortable seating, you've got a great coloration that's warm and very calming, but then you've got a lot of books to look at, so it makes it a lot of fun.
My mother was an artist and we have many of her paintings, and one of the challenges was how can we display all these paintings in our home? And Gary is just brilliant at placing objects, and now we have a glorious art wall that we love.
The thing that really ended up nice about this family room area is that we were able to use a lot of artwork that Linda's mom had painted over the years, and so there's a real significance to this wall of art that's in this room. From there we took kind of the coloration and mixed still with the soft grays and the charcoal colors to give the nice teal and blue that kind of pulls all out of the art. So it ended up a really nice, comfortable room. The other thing that was exciting was we used the sectional that she already had and just recovered it from all the reds and golds that it was in. From this area then we're going to go into the breakfast room, which really did turn out nice. Totally converted and redid their kitchen with new granite, tile, and things like that, but we did a beautiful grass cloth on the walls that really added a nice texture. Then in and amongst all of the gray and everything that we had pulled from the other parts of the house, we threw in bursts of color. That came in from objects that they had collected over the years that were part of the family in art and some objects that they had. It really did come together nicely. The whole house has now a real comfortable feeling. It's very homey, very comfortable and calming, a great home.
Gary is a great person to work with. He's the consummate professional, and he really is good at preserving things in your home that are special to you, so your home doesn't look like it was just put together by a designer, but rather it really feels like home.
This sure was a great project. We're glad that you were able to come and see it today. This is Gary Riggs with Gary Riggs Home.
looks like my pal Linda got her Christmas gift. Gary, by the way, as we've said before, is moving his store to the Design District in Dallas on Dragon Street. We'll tell you more about it next month. Right now, though, it's time to go to Kent Rathman's home in the outdoor kitchen and see what kind of smoking he's doing for Christmas.
Okay guys, I'm out in my outdoor kitchen. This is my little playpen here. This is my Lynx Sonoma smoker. And this thing is hooked up to the internet. It does a lot of cool stuff. Check it out. You kind of just set your settings in here. You set it up for the time you want to cook, the temperature you want to cook. There's a channel in the back that you load up your chips and it moves down the channel. But what's really nice is you got a gas burner here that just keeps everything going really nice. We're just going to set this here up on the top rack, okay? And we just got this loaded, so it's about 184 degrees right now, heading up to 250. And you'll start to see some smoke coming out of it. In fact, I see a little bit of smoke coming out of the back already. Okay guys, we've been waiting now for about 3 hours and we've got our smoker going. We're right at about 250. We're right at about 125 degrees internal in the rib, and so we're going to pull it off and let it rest a little bit. We're going to cut it. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice smoke coming off of there. Yeah, looks good.
Still ahead, a visit to Fort Worth's new food hall with Bruce Russo. The Owens Corning Pink Panther co-stars in Build to Suit. Kent is back to take the tenderloin off the grill, and the copper lamp has a gift list to check. First though, here's gift number 2, a package for a special kiddo around you. It's the 3rd book in the Mr. Big series by Mimi Nolan about the rescued lab and his adventures. This time, Mr. Big and his new friend Rufy from the St. Bernard store are looking for the perfect Christmas tree. There are stuffed animals too and a little bit of a homily. You can only get this at St. Bernard in Inwood Village or from us. If you'd like to review anything you see on today's show, just go to our website at designingtx.com. That's designingtx.com.
Are you struggling to reach the right audience? Stop playing the guessing game. Digital marketing can be overwhelming. Let us be your guide. Your business is our business.
Listen, you know what they say, if you're looking, you ain't cooking. So don't open your lid too many times.
Okay.
Jocelyn, have you been standing here
I
for
have.
3 hours? Oh my
For
gosh.
3 hours.
Look at
no,
that.
I just came back, but
Come on.
check it out. Oh, it smells so good.
Does it smell good? So,
Looks so
you know, one
pretty.
of the most important things about a piece of meat like this is once you take it off the smoker,
Mm-hmm.
off the grill, out of the oven, you want to let it rest a little bit. And the bigger the piece of meat,
Right?
the more you want to let it rest. So, you want to cut this open and see what it looks like?
You bet.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Oh,
Ooh, how pretty.
look at that. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you that. And see, this tells me we got a lot of nice pink right here on the very end.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get the next cut and into the middle, it's going to be perfect medium rare. So I have partnered with Kyle St. Clair from 190 Smoked Meats.
Right?
And he and I are working with my seasonings and his ability in the pit.
Okay.
And we're smoking tenderloins, hams, turkeys, and prime ribs for Christmas.
No. I
All you
love
got-
it.
All you got to do is go on my website at chefkentrathman.com
Love
and
it.
order up. Remember, if you're doing it at home, $250 on the smoker, about 3 hours or so. What you're really looking for is 120 or 125 in internal temperature on the rib. I use a little hickory chips with some pecan chips for flavor. And if that's too much for you, Kent Rathman, chefkentrathman.com.
Oh, don't worry. We've got it right here, so we'll know who to call.
Awesome. Okay.
Yum, yum, yum,
That is-
yum.
Ooh.
So just tuck that tenderloin recipe and all that information away. But if you're not in a mood to cook, Bruce Rousseau from Build It with Bruce has a great idea for you. Does the word food hall ring a bell?
Welcome to this episode of Building with Bruce on Designing Texas. Tonight we are at the Food Hall, Crockett Road, Fort Worth, Texas. 8 months ago, this place was just a concrete floor and an open ceiling, 15,000 square feet of nothing. Now we got vendors, some of the top dogs in the Dallas-Fort Worth, chefs, some of the best. Come on, let me take you on a tour and show you what we have. Okay, here at the Food Hall, Crockett Road, one of the hottest vendors in the entire space. Got their act together, one of the best products in the entire Metroplex. Sophie, what do you think so far?
Hey, this is going to be so awesome. We're so excited to be at Crockett Row in the Food Hall.
There's nothing like this in Fort Worth. This is the first of its kind.
First of its kind. Trust me, the city is finding that out. Yeah, it's been quite a ride. Tell us what you have here product-wise.
Okay, so right here we have the Super Monkey Bowl. So the blend of it is the acai berry, other berries, bananas, pineapple, and blended with unsweetened almond milk. And then on top we have locally sourced, gluten-free, nut-free granola with unsweetened coconut, banana, strawberries, and chia seeds on top.
That's good.
And all the recipes are our own. We created everything, and they all have kind of fun names too.
Check these two out, Rolling and Bowling, Food Hall, Crockett Road. These guys are gonna rock it here.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bruce.
Thanks, Bruce.
I might put some of this in my pocket. Another rock star vendor here at the Food Hall, Victor Burrell, Abe, Foreman, Sausage. Okay, so what do we have going on here at Abe from?
All right, Bruce, so we have from scratch pizza, charcuterie, sausages, cheese, sauces, everything that you can imagine. It's 100% from scratch. We do the highest quality of ingredients that we can here just to put out a premium product for our customer.
So you make your own cheese?
Oh, 100%.
Your own sausage?
Yes, sir.
Cure your own meats?
Yes, sir.
Damn. Fort Worth can't wait for this one. Right here's the real deal, brother. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir.
This is a culmination of all the hard work that everyone put into this food hall to make it happen. It's been over 12 months in the making, and here we are. People are here, the energy's here. Tonight, the food hall went from a construction project to an actual venue. This is gonna be the place to be in the West 7th area of Fort Worth, Texas. Trust me, got a lot of good things here. Anyway, let's call this one a wrap. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and YouTube. We're actually gonna do an extended version on YouTube of this because there's so much to show you. Have a happy holidays. See you next time on Building with Bruce.
Thanks a lot, Bruce. You know, we never forget that we celebrate the architects, the builders, the interior designers who make our homes and gardens in Texas so special. And that's why we're checking in with Jennifer Terrell from Build to Suit. She's caught up with builder Ron Davis.
Hi, welcome to this episode of Build to Suit on Designing Texas. I'm your host, Jennifer Terrell. Today we're at the beautiful showcase home for Ron Davis Custom Homes on Millshire, and we're here with Wyndham Bolter, who's going to give us a little bit more information about this home.
Yeah, thanks, Jennifer. So this is the Dallas Modern Design that you know of that is in the heart of Preston Hollow. We're excited about it.
Well, we can't wait to hear all about the reveal of this home here a little later in the show. But for now, we're going to cut over to Ron, who's with the Pink Panther.
You know, the relationship with Lynn Corning goes back a couple of decades, and it's been nothing but really fantastic. And it's really the things they bring to the table for as product innovation, but also quality. When they bring something to you, it's been well planned, well thought out, and researched.
When Ron came with us, he was building a certain way. We worked with him, showed him how to build differently. We showed him new technologies, and now he's building these houses better than he's ever built before. But it doesn't stop there. So what we want to do is we want to show new technologies to show Ron how to simplify that process. So one of the new products that we're going to be working with Ron is with the Aero Barrier. It's a new air sealing system that simplifies the air sealing process to help with indoor air quality, sound, smell, all the things that associated with the Comfort Built program.
We met with Owens Corning. They brought the Comfort Built program to us. We listened, we tested it. It was the best thing we ever did. We had to change the way we built houses, how we framed them, but they sit down, they're people from construction science to help us. And that was a big, important step. By doing this, we are now providing a better product for our customers, and we look to continue to improve. And so is Owens Corning. They keep bringing out new products and new technology, and we hope to always embrace them and use them in the coming year.
One of the key components that we work with Ron, this is one of our distributors right over here, is our foam board, our continuous insulation foam board on the outside of the house. This is a key component to the overall comfort of the home because your house is made of 22% of wood. So if you're putting insulation in your walls, you're losing 22% of that R value because your wood doesn't insulate. It's key to put the continuous insulation on the outside to slow that heat transfer coming to the house, which makes the house more comfortable. A lot of the builders in different parts of the U.S. focus on conditioning your attics in different areas of the home. Well, that's a good idea, but the problem with that is that we don't live in the attics. So this is a very key component to show that if you keep the house comfortable and decrease the amount of air that needs to come into that room to make it comfortable, then now you have a more comfortable home and your air conditioning is not working that hard to keep your house hot and cold.
Our sole purpose is to do the best thing for our customer. And 2019 is going to be a great year for Ron Davis Custom Homes. We're back again. On stage, here we go.
This is our newest showcase home at 5980 Melshire Drive off Preston Road here in North Dallas. This Ron Davis Custom Home is a stunning Dallas modern home design at 6787 square feet. The exterior stucco, stone, and iPay wood details present an inviting atmosphere situated in one of DFW's hottest neighborhoods here in Preston Hollow. Inside this Dallas modern home, there are so many features you're going to enjoy seeing. From the floating staircase, from the sculpted tile walls, from the clean line linear finish, lots of details for everybody to enjoy. We are currently working on the final touches, and we invite you to check out our website at Ron Davis Custom Homes for our official first look opening date. You can also contact us directly for an appointment to view this or any of our other Ron Davis Custom Homes currently under construction.
Well, thank you, Wyndham. This home sure is beautiful, and I know everyone's going to be so excited to get to see the open house.
Thanks, Jennifer. We are proud of it. And yes, if you want to see this home or any of our others, just contact us on rondaviscustomhomes.com. We'd be happy to set up a showing for you.
Great, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Built to Suit.
It's almost time to put a big bow on this show, but before we do, we've got presents. And not just for you, for your special list. Let's take a little visit to the Copper Lamp. All hail to the Copper Lamp, our favorite store, with its new location, estate silver, and more. 'Tis 2 weeks before Christmas, the gift elves are at work. To ensure presents for all, this is no time to shirk. There is china and flatware, jewelry, crystal, and glass. There are tablecloths, napkins, frames, collectibles. Just ask. It's a cornucopia of such excellent taste. No ideas go unturned. There's no brainstorm to waste. From porcelains to crystal to antique delights, it's Holiday Central, taken to greater heights. Oh, John, the store looks fantastic, all decked out for the holidays, as usual.
Well, thank you. It is more festive with all the Christmas and holiday decorations we have at the moment.
What do you have that's kind of special this year that folks need to know about?
Well, we've got our usual new china and crystal and silver that we have. I just bought a set of Rothschild Bird by Herondon estate set, and we do some estate china along with our estate silver, which is kind of our main thing.
You also have some interesting silver pieces, as usual.
Well, I just bought a great piece of sterling French caviar server that I'm kind of proud of.
Okay, well that's destined to be under someone's tree.
Well, we hope so.
I understand you've got something special coming up next year.
Well, we do. At the first of the year, next month, will be our 60th anniversary of our shop. My mother started it in 1959 at McKinney and Knox.
Well, congrats to Miss Helen, and may I be the first to say happy birthday to the Copper Lamp.
Thank you very much.
Merry Christmas, too.
Thank you.
From Miss Helen Buchanan to Sue Ellen and John, from Pepper and Beth, Hugh and Sean. This family business is an avocation as well, so take time to visit there. There are stories to tell. It's the gift shop of presidents, celebrities, and such, and folks like us who need the perfect gift touch. So stop in, say howdy, and just shop away. It's certainly my must-stop before Christmas Day. So some great ideas for gifts for family and friends, but what about for you? That brings us to gift package number 3 that you can choose from, and it's with Casey Gutierrez, A Day of Beauty at Salon Aura. And Casey's done my hair forever and a day. He's got some great tips for holiday hair, so Case, take it away.
Thanks. I'd like to speak just a moment on how you can accentuate beauty with color for your hair. Just add some highlights, some lowlights. Jocelyn's got some great color that we've done in the back of hers with some extension work, and that way you can use extensions to color dark hair without really getting in and damaging the dark hair. You can wear it for a month and then take it out, and then you're done. You're not married to it. Mariana's got just one pack in that we've used to add some fullness. She doesn't need any links. She's got great hair, but we did some color work with the light blonde part. That's the extension part, and you can wear it down like this, or if you want to head into a party, I'm going to show you how you can put it up really quick with 2 pins. And you know, a lot of people don't think you can put hair up into an updo with extensions, but you really can. You just take your thumb and put it underneath there, give it 1 twist and 2 bobby pins, and you're ready to go. 1 from below and 1 from above.
We're so happy you could join us for our holiday extravaganza. Hope you'll be with us again in January of 2019. In the meantime, from my partner Buddy Coronado and me, we hope your holidays are especially merry and very, very bright. Home is where we're always reminded never to forget the reason for the season. Merry Christmas, everybody.